Today on the channel from the Masters of the Universe Revelation Series 3, we've got Stinkor and Fisto. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe Revelations unboxing and review. And today we've got from Series 3, Stinkor and Fisto. But remember, for all your Masters of the Universe needs, hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. And of course, right now, if you're watching this the day it drops, these are shipping from Big Bad Toy Store. So if you need them in a hurry, man, get it up. $4 flat rate shipping. You can't beat that. Don't chase them down at retail. And I'm still on the hunt for Scare Glow, as you guys know. So I think I'm going to Big Bad Toy Store to pick that up. So there you go. But we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. See where it goes from there. We got some Stinkor and Fisto comparisons to do as well. So stay tuned for all of that. So let's start it off with, which way do we go? Fisto? Fisto. Let's start with Fisto. There's old Fisto, one of my all-time favorite Masters of the Universe characters. He's just fisting everybody. He doesn't care. He's got that big fist. He's just throwing haymakers left and right. Who knows what else he's doing with that fist, but we know Fisto. Got his patented sword there. He's got some extra hands going on. We know the Revelations packaging by now, the old Masterverse on top. It sounds like they're going to start continuing the Revelations figures from those lines, but also branching out into a Masterverse, which I think is smart. It makes the line last longer, gives other characters deep cuts, and we got a few more characters to come in the new year, as you guys know, but Series 3 should do it for 2021. Got the Netflix logo on the side over there, big window box, Revelations down here. Got that UPC in the top corner of the box. Still not exactly sure what that is for. Very interesting. It does have the J hook, so you can hang it on pegs if you would like. Fisto on the side, what's it say? Heroic Master of Hand-to-Hand Combat. Yeah, good for him. A glamour shot right there, looking only like a Fisto could look. Oh, who's he thinking about giving the fist to? Oh, you never know. You never know. It might be Stinkor, but before all is said and done, on the back, there's Fisto just laying the fist down on one of those skeleton warriors. We got those with the Classics line. I'm hoping that's an Easter egg that we're getting them in the Revelation line, as we did see a bunch of those in the show, as you guys know. And it'd be kind of cool to have another He-Man army builder out there. As big of a pain as it is sometimes, I wouldn't be opposed to getting 3 or 4 of those for my own collection. We got the big blurb up top. You know I love a good blurb. I love the artwork. And then you get the cross-sell down below. I would love to see some action figure artwork on here, but as we know, not all companies do that, but it's a little gripe out there. But cool artwork, and Masters Universe, more than most lines out there, is known for its great artwork. And like I said, got the rest of the set down there, and they're empowering the next generation through play is what Mattel is doing, so kudos to them. Hopefully it works out for them, because if they're anything like my kids, there's not a lot of playing going on these days. Opens beautifully from the top, so if you wanted to save the box, you cut one piece of tape, and this folds right back in very nicely. Very cool. See you later up high. Whoa, I got a break in there. Can you believe the amount of disrespect I just showed Fisto by not reading the back of his card? Let me right that wrong right now. The Heroic Master of Hand-to-Hand Combat, Fisto. Evil warriors better be hungry, because Fisto has a knuckle sandwich for them, and it's got plenty of iron on it. The man with the mighty metal fist packs enough power in his punch to rival even Eternia's strongest warriors. As one of the planet's greatest heroes, it's only fitting that he protects the royal palace from dark forces, both technological and mystical. Beautiful. Copyright A+. Love it. Back to the show. There it goes. All right, old Fisto in the plastic prison. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. Fisto looking only like a Fisto could look. Look at that. How cool is this? Can't wait to get this out of the package. There's one. And there. Oh, pop the head off. Holy cow, what are we doing here? What are we doing? See you later. So you can pop the heads off on these, as we do know. It did not break on me, so let me pop that back on. I think that head, because of his, what do you call this? His chest piece, his chest protector. It makes his head sits pretty low, so if you bump this, it will pop that head off fairly easily. Pretty low center of gravity on that head there. Let's start with the articulation. We got the bicep swivel. We got double jointed elbows, of course, double jointed knees. We got boot swivel. We got ankle rockers, thigh swivel. Shoulders up, down, all around the usual. Head removable, head side to side, all that kind of fun stuff. So beautiful articulation. All the articulation you really could want at this point, I think. Butterfly, you don't have that, but I can live without it. Unfortunately, there is... Oh, wait, no. Is there butterfly? No, there's not. I thought there was for a second. One unfortunate thing, and I guess it depends where you sit on the matter, and as you guys know, I sit right here at this table. He does have his big fisted hand. Oh, he's even got rotation on the end of the fist, so that's something we usually don't get, so that is cool. But we're used to that gimmickness, you know, the punch-in, stuff like that. The original toy, the Origins toy. Actually, the Origin toy doesn't have that either, so... I guess it kind of does because you turn the waist and it pops over, but there's no articulation, or not articulation, but there's no fancy mechanisms with old Fisto here in the Revelations line, and that's okay. I think these are more for adult collectors anyway, and unfortunately that's what we're seeing at the pegs. A lot of adults don't seem to be collecting the Revelations line, making some of these later waves, second wave, third wave, a little harder to find than the first wave, because first wave is still clogging the shelves out there. But Fisto here, this is exactly what I would think Fisto of. He's got his nice loincloth going on, his nice fur boots. Of course, the color purple dominates with some silver brushed in. Just exactly what you think of with Fisto. Updated to a modern take, beautiful orange hair on him, just looking really good out there. You have to assume we're going to get Clamp Champ eventually, as we saw in the series. Those two seem to be kind of a team out there. Hand-wise, we're getting all of it. We got the fist on him. Double-fisted Fisto? Why not? Why wouldn't you have two fists on him? But you also get an open hand and a slapping hand. I might put the old slapping hand on. He might give somebody the old punch and then the old slap. A little Boss Rootin' action from Pancrase days, if you guys are familiar with Boss Rootin'. Reminds me of the good old days. But I like this one. I'm sure he fits on a ringside collectible stand. They always do. Use discount code Kyle, save 10% at ringsidecollectibles.com. Spend your money on your figures, not your stands, of course. And then he comes with his patented sword out there. I'm sure we're going to see reuse, as we know Triclops is coming in the deluxe package soon. I'm going to need two of those. His is usually green. This one is purple and silver. So you have to have this. I'm probably going to have to use this hand because he needs to hold something. I can't have the slapping hand going on. That's a little unfortunate out there. But man, this Fisto is pretty solid, and we've gotten a lot of Fistos over the years, as you guys know. We got the Origins figure, which we unboxed not too long ago on the channel, so a little bit of Fisto throughout the years is what we're doing here. So we got those. Then we got the Masters of the Universe Classics. You know I'm a sucker for the Classics line. Just absolutely love the modern articulation, modern figures, updating of the characters to make them more real world. Does that make sense? I don't know, but I've always loved this Fisto, and this Fisto is a very expensive figure at this point. And then the Filmation Fisto. We all remember the Filmation cartoon series. That's where our love of He-Man started. I got the cartoon version of Fisto here from Filmation. So a lot of different Fistos over the years. Just missing the original Fisto. I don't have any of the vintage stuff in my collection. I sold all that in the Great Purge of '99. Pour one out for that. One of these days that'll be coming to us. So hard to say goodbye. Part 0. We'll do that video one of those days out there. But Fisto through the years, man, I love it. I'm here for it. One of my favorite Masters of the Universe characters of all time. Happy to get him in the Revelations line. Happy we got him in these lines as well. Must have, must pick up from where I sit. As once again, that is where I sit right here, as you guys all know. So there's Fisto. Now we got to turn to the bad side. We got to turn to the dark side. Let's see what's up with Stinkor. All right, next up in our Masters Universe Revelation Series 3 unboxings and reviews, we've got Stinkor. Probably, arguably, the stinkiest villain of all time. Fair enough. And Stinkor, I always say, it was one of those childhood ones I always wanted, but for whatever reason, I never got. So I never had an original Stinkor. I, of course, got the Origins Masters Universe Classics, which we will compare to this one towards the end of the video. So we'll have some comparisons. I don't believe this one smells. I know the Origins one, at least to me, I couldn't really smell anything. There was a little smell, but I don't think it was what they were looking for, if they were looking for anything. And I don't know, I can't remember if this one is supposed to smell, but I'm going to guess no. But we'll see. We'll see. But let's look at the packaging first. There's Stinkor, looking only like a Stinkor could look if he was in the Masters Universe Revelation Series 3. That's exactly what he would look like. He's got his patented blue shield going on. He's got extra hands, extra head with this one, so I appreciate that. He's got his chest apparatus, much like a Fisto out there. And then he's got a loincloth. Eternia was all about the loincloths at the end of the day. Everybody loved it. Revelations, Stinkor, Netflix logo, Masterverse on the top, that UPC. 30 points of articulation. Get out of here. Get out of here. That can't be true. Stinkor on the side, what is it? Evil Master of Odors. Oh, he's mastered all the odors. He's like a fine chef, like a French chef out there. Oh yeah, that smells good. I can just see it. I can just see it. Beautiful artwork, and we know Masters Universe known for their artwork. We love it. On the back, there's big artwork of Stinkor. We got the cross-sell down below, empowering the kids through play. We got the background to read, and there it is right there. We got Stinkor on the back. So let's see what it says about our old friend, our old stinky friend Stinkor. What's that smell? Always reminds me of that Clutch song. Hey, hey now, what's that smell? Smells like cornbread done too well, for you Clutch fans out there. Look it up. If it's overpowering enough to overwhelm a steaming pile of garbage, that can only mean one thing: Stinkor. Even the outcast, the rancid wretch, disappeared from Skeletor's side, only to be found hoarding ancient artifacts in his putrid pigpen of a hideout. Emitting odors foul enough to bring any hero to their knees. Never underestimate the savage stench of Stinkor. So bravo. Beautiful copy right here. And when I say, some people say, Kyle, you don't get to the figures fast enough. To me, it's not all about the figures. It's about the whole thing. It's about the whole kit and caboodle. It's about finding them in the stores. It's about reading the packaging, looking at the artwork, looking at the packaging, opening it up, the fun of opening it, then getting to the figures. It's an experience. It's a multi-layered experience. So I enjoy that. So pro tip out there. That's why I do it the way I do it. There you go. Beautiful background. We're used to that background. Very cool. See you later. Get out of here. All right, there is Stinkor, looking only like a Stinkor could look. Look at that. Beautiful plastic prison. Now, the moment of truth, and as you guys know, Kyle's gotten a lot of fights in his days. His MMA training days, wrestling days, you name it. Smeller doesn't work. I think my nose has been busted up a few times. Doesn't smell like anything to me. Nothing. So I am fairly certain there is no stench to this one out there. But if I'm wrong, correct me. Feel free, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, we're clipped in a little bit with this guy. Love that crunch noise, don't we? Can I get him out? It's weird he's buckled in, but Fisto wasn't buckled in at all. I don't know why that would be, but here we are. There we go, I just broke it. Gosh, the feet too, what are we doing here? I don't understand why would he be buckled in, but others would not. I wonder if there's an answer to that. Deep packaging mysteries, you never know. There it is. See you later up high. Bam, there it goes. See you later. All right, we got 2 extra hands with Fisto. Fisto, look at this. I'm Fisto on the brain. Stinkor. So Stinkor's got 1 fisted hand, 1 open hand, 1 slapping hand, 1 open hand. All your bases are covered. That is perfect fist distribution, hand distribution, I should say. I got fists on the mind. Fisto. Hand distribution, perfect. I love it. I'm here for it all day long. He's got his nice blue shield. He's historically always had a blue shield, so following there, beautiful shield on the inside, different hands. Put that in there. Away you go. Off to the races. All right, now we get to Stinkor. Looking like only a Stinkor could look. A skunk. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I love it. I love this line. They've really improved, and I had some gripes about Skeletor and He-Man from Series 1. Maybe we'll get some rehash of those or a redo or something extra, because I felt those heads were too small. And I felt that way a little bit with Fisto, but not as bad. Maybe it depends on the character of how they look, but this Stinkor looks perfect. Maybe a hair small, but pretty perfect. I mean, it looks like a skunk. It looks like Stinkor. Not that the other ones don't, but the proportions just seem a little bit better on this one compared to some of the other ones. I guess I'll leave it at that. Articulation-wise, we walked through it with Fisto. Same thing here with Stinkor. Stinkor's got that big chest piece, much like Fisto, but even bigger with the 2 gas canisters. We'll just call them gas canisters. Nice blue. They are not removable. Yes, they are not removable. So we do got that going on. And then he does have a mask. So we have a mask head and an unmasked head, depending how you want your Stinkor to be. I think I'm going to take him without his COVID mask, because he's ready for COVID. He's already ready to go. Hopefully he got his shots. I don't know. I don't know if he had to go to a veterinarian for that or how that works, but he's got his COVID mask on in this one. I'm going maskless. He's going maskless in my collection there. No weapons, nothing else with that. He does have toes. He's got spikes. He's got 3 spiky toes out there with some long nails. But beautiful. He's got his loincloth, much like Fisto, just different color. The black and white always pops. He looks like a skunk. He looks like Stinkor. He looks the way you want him to look. So I'm here for it all day long. Of course, I'm sure he will fit on a ringside collectible stand. Why wouldn't he? Fits like a glove. There it is. Once again, use discount code Kyle. Save 10%. You can get 10 stands for $249. Then you could save another 10% on that. What more could you want? But beautiful, beautiful. I'm here for it. I like this Stinkor. And then, of course, like I said, we've had Stinkors throughout the years. Masters of the Universe Origins Stinkor recently unboxed within the last month on the channel. you know what? He smells a little bit more today, and that could just be, sometimes I can smell, sometimes I can't. It goes up and down. It's not a terrible smell. It's almost like a lemony smell, but he's got a little bit of an odor to him. I need to get one of my kids down here. Those kids, you guys know kids have great sniffers on them. You know who else has good sniffers? My dog Lemmy, but he can't talk yet. We're working on it. We're working on it. And then you got Masters of the Universe Classic Stinkor. This is a pretty tough one to beat, but man, these are very similar figures. A little bit more bulkier with the Revelations, but both cool. I like all three of these Stinkors, just like the 4 Fistos. They haven't done any bad ones in my mind yet, so that's where I sit. And as you guys know, as I always say, I sit right here at this table. But beautiful. Stinkor, Fisto, here for them all day long. How about you guys? You planning on picking these up? Are these in your wheelhouse? Are you going to do this? It's going to be a while, I think, before most stores get these. As we know, Series 1 is clogging the pegs. You got to think Series 2 is backed up a little bit. So depending on your store, you might not see Series 3 for a while. That's why I recommend Big Bad Toy Store in stock right now. Link in the description below. Support the channel. Might as well get them. And that's my recommendation. That's the pro tip of the day. So take it to the bank. But there it is. Tell me your comments on these guys. Make sure you like this video. It always helps the channel when you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. That helps as well. It's always good to have you here. As you guys know, we're unboxing everything Masters of the Universe and a whole lot more on the channel on a daily basis. The hardest working man in YouTube, really, if you think about it. You do the math. I did, and it checked out. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. Follow me on social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, support the channel. So for Stinkor and Fisto, I am Kyle. I will see you guys all real soon.